We have a 2010 Ford Mondeo Titanium X Sport in black, starting with the offside front tyre. Tread depth, we're looking at about, realistically in the centre of the tyre there, about 2.5 mil, so quite close to changing, but obviously nowhere near the legal limit. As you can see, we've got a bit of a chunk out of the tyre there, not too deep, as you can see some curb marks around the alloy as well, so probably will require a refurb to this alloy. Looking down the offside of the vehicle, taking a good look down the bodywork, one or two small dinks and also a small dent in the rear door edge, which I'll show you in a second. Apart from that, looking around the front arch, as you can see there's a couple of stone chips on the arch itself, just requires some touchings. Driver's mirror, again, nice condition there. Driver's door itself, of course being black, it's going to show quite a few scratches and marks. As you can see, there's some scratches below the driver's door there. I think a little bit of it is dirt as well, but there is definitely some light scratches, so just needs a mop there. Apart from that, a couple of chips in the front door edge, just one or two here and there, and a couple of scratches around the door handle. A couple of scratches on the sills, as you can see there. Look on the roof, you've got a very small dink in the roof there, and then a good group of scratches, so a good mop on top of the roof. Of course, you've got privacy glass. Rear passenger door, you've got this nice chip in the paintwork, as you can see, and that is where it's slightly dented as well. Apart from that, there's a couple of scratches again on the door, a couple of chips in the door edge as well, and a couple of scratches on the rear arch. Looking at the rear tyre, a bit better than the front, we're looking at about 3 to 4 millimeters of tread there. And looking at the offside rear alloy, again we have got some scuff marks around the alloy, as you can see, so taking the paint off, and then some curbing towards the bottom. So again, going to realistically require a refurb. Moving towards the rear end of the vehicle, as you can see, got the spoiler with the Titanium X Sport. Nothing really to that, no marks of damage. You've got some wearing on the badge there. Rear parking sensors, now this is the 2.2, so obviously more torque here, a bit more of a powerful engine than the normal 2 litre. Again, some scratches on the rear bumper will require a mop and polish. Some are a little bit deep like this one here, so may need some paint, and again just some touchings on the back. Apart from that, there's no serious damage. Inside the boot, you get the huge boot in a Mondeo. Lovely clean condition really, and underneath here we do have your spare wheel, as you can see in there. Now moving around to the near side, looking at the near side rear quarter, again just a couple of scratches. Looking at the rear tyre, we're looking at about 3-4 mil again, and the near side rear alloy, again some curbing around the alloy, so again just a refurb will do. And looking down the near side of the bodywork, taking a good look, personally cannot see any dents and can't see any dinks either. Looking at the rear arch, we've got some scratches again, a little bit deep, can just about get my nail into these, so just be wary of that. Apart from that, just 1 or 2 light scratches on the doors. A couple of chips in the door handle will require some touch-ins, but just be wary of this. As you can see, quite a bit of paint peel on the front passenger door, and as you can see it has started to rust, so just be wary of that. Front arch is fine, front tyre a good 3 mil there, and the front alloy, again we have got some curbing, so going to require a refurb there. Moving around to the front end of the vehicle, got the xenon headlights, no front sensors on this one, stone chips around the front bumper, quite a few stone chips on the lower front bumper there as well, and then some stone chips on the bonnet of course, so a couple of touch-ins around the front. Taking a look at the interior, I love the interior on these. You've got the half leather and Alcantara with the red stitch in it, is really smart, lovely clean condition and exactly how you'd expect it. Back of the seats are all lovely and clean, and again it's all looking very well. Looking at your driver's seat, automatic headlights, you've got your cruise control, etc. on the wheel, slight bit of wearing on the leather, that's just age related. You do get electric just up and down, bolsters all clean, tidy, no stains, marks or damage, and the same with the front passenger seat. Now stepping inside, you got the Sony CD and radio, 2 sets of keys, but it is keyless start, so push the button there. No issues at all starting the car, starts perfectly fine. 89,914 on the clock. Bulb fault, as you can see, showing there, so there's a bulb fault. No symbols on the dash that you have to be serious, no engine management lights and stuff. You can see there's a service oil light popping up there as well. And I do believe that is it. Looking at the radio,
7th of August.
As you can see, it is DAB, got Talk Sport on there, no issues at all with that. All the blowers work perfectly fine, AC comes out nice and cold as well. Manual box, heated seats in the vehicle, again nice feature to have. And looking at the paperwork, V5, we've got 3 owners, so 3 owners on the car in total. October 20th 2015 for the MOT, so a few months left on that. Now unfortunately it is only partial history. It is a thorough service receipt, there's no service book. And if we find the mileage on here, serviced at 67,903. You can see carry out 62,500 miles, but it was done at 67,000 miles. Now that is the only service history or service document we have with the vehicle, unfortunately. The car does run fine, I've took it up and down the road and it does seem to run okay. But unfortunately that is the only service we have documented. But that is the 2010 Ford Mondeo Titanium X Sport, and it's not a bad looking car at all for its age.